Okay, this is a big time request from a lot of you guys. So let's try to tap into the energy of 1122 King Road and see. We have all kinds of questions from DoorDash to tunnels to unknown DNA. If anybody was using Xana's phone or any of their phones besides the victims after they passed. And I was kind of thinking, like, right now we could go, let's ask the house, we'll tap in the house this way. Let's ask what was going on inside of that home, what was actually happening, the biggest thing that was happening before the murders. What was going on before the murders in that house? What was going on before the murders? Okay, two fell, and it is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So a one-way, this is a equal transaction, give and take. And it came out in reverse, which means it's taking something or giving something, a one-way giver, one-way transaction. With the Ace of Cups, which is like you lost that loving feeling, instead of this way it's love, cup run over, and this way it's hatred. I think Maddie was a target here. We learned a ton from that Adam reading yesterday, a freaking ton. All right, before the murders, someone was defending themselves here. Someone had their guard up, drew a line in the sand, and they were defending themselves. The Fool in reverse. This is the Fool is starting a new journey, starting a new path here. Being naive, being fancy free, carefree about it, not having a care in the world, just trusting everything around you, having a good old time. But when it's like this, you're more reckless. It could also be like something that you've done before, not your first rodeo. So you've been through this before. This defending has gone on before. This path has happened more than once. Two of Wands in reverse. This is, when it comes up upright, it's making plans. It could also be two energies coming together. When it comes out in reverse, which it's a disruption of plans, two energies separating, becoming further apart. So two energies dividing in that house. One of them here is our victim card, reverse. So one of our victims was very upset here. Inside of the house, the whole foundation. This is our home card, 1122. Oh, something's going wrong here. The foundation is cracked. Something is wrong. What comes out underneath it? Defending yourself. Look at this. Six of Cups comes out as defending underneath the defending oneself. This is a card about childhood, about someone that you've known for a long time. It's about memories and nostalgia. When it comes out in reverse, which is what it did, it's about something that's gone on before in the past, memories that you something that you don't want to repeat itself again. So you're defending yourself against something that's gone on, been going on for a while there, and you don't want to, you're sick of it. You're done talking about it. Underneath that Fool, that's leaving on your own, starting anew. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is usually the card that shows the killing. It's also coming in really fast energy, coming in fast with swords or like words or ideas. This is coming in fast, being reckless and saying something that you don't mean. And remember, this has all happened before. This was probably that fight that we always get before. It has to do with sex here, a player. This Knight of Wands is the guy, sexual energy, in and out, fast energy, charismatic. Everyone wants to be with him. He is the sexual guy everyone wants to be with. He comes out in reverse. He's a cheater. He's a player. So something was said about a cheating situation. We always get this. Underneath our victim, look at the sword, the knife, the crime. Underneath this house with shitty foundation, the walls have cracked. It's a losing battle here. Winning battle, losing battle. The next card is the Devil energy. A decision being made to do something illegal coming from our Emperor in reverse. He's the one that made the judgment call straight to the King of Pentacles. To our younger guys, what comes out on the top here? Our killer would have come out next to the house here. The killer. Next to the killer, finding out something. The Page of Pentacles, learning something new or evidence. A karmic cycle here, turning the page. Everything shifted. Everything had to move forward. Something happened. This is doing something over and over again. Work. This is either quitting work, quitting something, or doing something out of the ordinary. Had to put an end to this chaos and strife. That Emperor. Ace of Wands, sexual, or having an idea. We'll see then next to it. To end the gluttony, kind of. You guys are going a little too far. I got to put you kids. He's looking at it like putting them in check here, putting them in check, and he doesn't have any regrets at all over it. Okay. Well, that was major, huh? What happened before gave us the whole what Adam told Maddie, all of it again. Okay. What happened? We'll use the OG deck. What happened during? That was a good one. All right, can you please show us, if the walls could talk to us, through the house's perspective, what was going on in the house? Show us what was the energies, what was happening in that house during the murders, during the actual murders. Show us the energies, what was happening in that house. Give us a glimpse. Tell us the story of what was happening in that house during the murders, please. What was going on during those murders in that house? Give us a glimpse. Judgment call. Assessing, making a decision. It can be ruthless. It's life or death. It could be life-changing decision. Major arcana. Decision being made during the deaths. Right here, this is control. Keeping something that is very important to you with this pentacles tight. Having control of it, hoarding it, keeping it to yourself. This is information trickling, letting go here. Losing control, it could also be. Starting to lose control. Decision made, losing control. This bond between two friends went wrong here. There was betrayal between two really close friends, like two soulmate type friends. Page of Wands, it never grew. But there was a lot of, they actually were friends for a while. There was a lot of time and effort into it. But they were kind of, it didn't seem like it was worth it. What would be the next card? The Tower, which led to the Tower. Because something didn't get off the ground here. You guys, it makes me think about this sexual thing. No harmony, no peace. Okay, underneath, the Judgment. Who made it? Our Hierophant card. This is our higher learning. Think school. Think church. It's about getting guidance. It's about your moral compass, law enforcement, a group of people that share the same moral value. That judgment call came from the very top of this organization. Underneath this information going out, we have a give and take. This is an exchange of something of value. So this stuff is coming out. Who's getting it? Who's dishing out the information? And who's getting the information? Someone's keeping track of that. This bond gone wrong has to do with strength here, which is like, you know, it's about being courageous, but it's about having strength instead of being like fierce, which is weird that comes out, because usually it doesn't mean fierce. It can, but it usually means like, you know, she's taming this lion with gentleness. Okay, this thing that never got off the ground was this friendship, this partying, 3 or more energies, friendship, partying. This guy comes out as our killer a lot. He's who Adam D called. King of Wands in reverse. He's aggressive. He's lost his temper here with this group of people that he considered friends. He's lost his temper. Someone went against their word. The Tower moment was the secrets getting out. We don't have to ask because it'll take forever. We know what the secret was that came out. What Maddie told Adam. If you don't know, it's in the Dave, or what? Not Dave. What's his name? Adam's reading before. Leaving, that's ending that cycle, that circle that they had going on there, that situation they had going. All right, let's see what happened. Ooh, I'll use the after tarot deck. We'll ask what was going on in the house after the murders. This is after tarot. It's supposed to show you like the moment after. What was going on in that house after the murders? Please show us the story of what was going on in that house after the murders. What was going on in that house after the murders? Show us what was happening. Okay. Hierophant in reverse again. This sorority, fraternity, school gone wrong. Corrupt morals, corrupt values against our victim card here. The Empress is in reverse. So that's Maddie and Kaylee. Dropping information. This Ace of Pentacles is something tangible. It could be money. It's something valuable. So this, next to the victims, this drop here of information. The fraternity learned about the victims and this information being dropped and the deaths. That's what happened after. And the lovers, they also learned about Ethan and Xana being what happened to them. Just out of curiosity. Queen of Swords, they didn't get the truth. They found out from a female who didn't tell them the whole truth. Lies, Queen of Swords in reverse. This Hierophant, they wanted to, this is taking, Six of Swords is taking you from a shitty situation into a calmer situation. They wanted to try to fix this, right? Take the chaos out of it. Underneath the victims, they were at a crossroads here. They had to make a decision without knowing and seeing it all. This Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, he's our Prince Charming. He's the young male energy. He's friendly. He's the lover boy. He's Prince Charming. So this information got dropped that has to do with Prince Charming. Or maybe they learned that he was the one that said it. Next to that, so this ending, next to Prince Charming is the Hanged Man in reverse. Having tunnel vision. This man with this Knight of Cups comes in with an invitation, a proposition of friendship or love. Oh, okay. So that's this organization at a crossroads coming in with an invitation, proposition of friendship, of love. The cups are happiness, love. Like, they're going to schmooze this over with this tunnel vision about the deaths. This Lovers in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. So coming in fast with this Lovers in reverse. Being kind of harsh. They're being harsh. They're being harsh. They actually come across very harsh. Which you think, that at least in the, well, I guess maybe in the cards. Who knows how they came out in person. Okay, let's ask about this DoorDash. DoorDash. We'll do who called DoorDash, who delivered the DoorDash. Supposedly it came at like 4 a.m., ordered by Xana from Xana's phone. Who ordered the food and who delivered the food? This Grubhub, DoorDash order that came in, which was supposedly right at the exact moment of the killings. It was a contactless delivery. No one seems to know if it was a male or female that dropped it off. Supposedly Xana's phone. Okay. So 5 cards here for who called DoorDash. 5 cards here for who dropped it off. Who ordered the DoorDash food? And who dropped it off at that house? Who ordered it and who dropped it off? All right, the card they share in common is it's kind of like, it would have been a confusing thing. It was to confuse situations or to calm confusion. It was done for evidence. Okay, who called? 9 of Wands in reverse. This is our wounded warrior who's up for a licking but keeps on taking. When he is in reverse, he can't take it anymore. At your wit's end, had it up to here, can't take it anymore. Fraternity, the 10 of Pentacles, it's a family. See the fraternity flags? That's generations, generational wealth, uh, moving things from generation to generation, traditions, values. Who called? The Ten of Swords in reverse. Self-sabotage, that could be. It's being betrayed 10 different ways in the back and trying to recover from it. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is the opportunity of something major here. Something tangible, some knowledge, a huge piece of knowledge, or a huge, money opportunity, like the start of a new job, a job offer, like that. It comes out in reverse. So it's a big major loss of a female energy, lying of a female energy. Harsh, direct, our Ice Queen. Who delivered it? The person who pretends that, Seven of Swords, the person who pretends that they're your friend, but really is lying, cheating from you. Lying to you and cheating on you. Oh, and like this, he came out in reverse. So this is their friend that stabs you in the back and smiles in your face. This is getting caught with your pants on the ground and your mask off. Who delivered that DoorDash? This is on the outside looking in, Five of Pentacles. So it would be like they stayed outside. We were led to believe that the DoorDash was left out on the porch. This is weaseling your way back in. Oh my God. Who delivered it? The Six of Pentacles. Remember, this is an exchange, one thing for another. Would be dropping something off, because the DoorDash deliverer must not have gotten money like directly to them. 1, 2, 3. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, Six of Cups is a gift being given, this kid's giving a cup to the other kid. It's about children. It's about memories and nostalgia. When it comes out in reverse, it's a memory or something from your past that you don't want to go back to, or someone that you've known for a very long time. Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups is something normally overlooked, something ignored, something not noticed, but then it came out like this. It's something noticed. It was part of what's under the deck? Our King of Pentacles. He comes up as one of the killers too. King of Pentacles, business owner. He's about money and he's about status. He could own land. He could own business. He's got people look up to him. He's got authority. Sending out a whole bunch of messages here with Eight of Wands. Fast movement. It's about messages, DMs, texts, social media, stuff like that. Waiting, Three of Wands, waiting for something. Waiting for that delivery. This man's waiting for the delivery. The sun would be like illuminating on something. Shining the spotlight on something. And the Page of Swords is gathering information. Huh. I would guess, if I had to guess, because of this underlying information, and it has, look at the next card under there is the Lovers in reverse. Xana and Ethan. Collecting information. If I had to guess, this King of Pentacles is the one that it was all part of the plan for a female energy to call. Who's the one that called? This female energy called, pretended to be Xana, really wasn't Xana. And it was because this King of Pentacles was looking online, doing something like that online, sending messages, had his ear to the ground, gathering information, waiting for that delivery. Once that delivery came, it would shed light on a major situation here of information that they were gathering with the Page of Swords. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I hope so. All right, let's ask about the DNA. DNA number 1, DNA number 2. We'll go like this. DNA number 1. Because remember, there was 2 unknown male DNAs found inside the house. 3 really, but the third one was like inside of a glove, and I've heard like different things about that. So let's go with the 2 male DNAs. So we'll ask this. One side, DNA, male number 1. This side, male number 2. 5 cards each. Who does the DNA belong to? And what kind of DNA is it? Like under, the circumstances. All right. Who? 2 male DNAs. 5 cards each. Who does the DNA belong to? This unknown male DNA found. Who does the DNA belong to, and why is it there? Under which circumstances is it there? Male, unknown male DNA. Why is it there, and who does it belong to? Waiting for something. So plan set in motion, and you're waiting for your ship to come in, waiting for the next plan of action, the next course of action. Okay, male DNA number 1, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, outside looking in, upright. It's also a bad stroke of luck here with money, with health, feeling left out of a crowd. You're losing out. Like this, though, you're starting to weasel your way back in. So it's like finding its way back in that house. Because we asked under what circumstance, finding its way back in. 3 of Pentacles. 3 or more people working together on a plan. This DNA. Come on. What is going on? The Empress in reverse. Having to do with one of our victims here. Usually shows up as Kaylee or Maddie, the Empress in reverse. Sometimes they show up together like that. 7 of Swords in reverse. The guy that smiles in your face and stabs you in the back. He got caught here, mask off. They know the DNA. King of Cups, lover guy. A guy that's had too much. He's got codependency issues. He could have been codependent on one of Kaylee or Maddie. They know who he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the next one after? Or we can't. Okay, male DNA number 2. Justice card. This could be law enforcement, court, legal stuff, fairness. Unknown male DNA number 2. The Devil in reverse. Hedonistic, sinful stuff being tied to it. Like when it comes out in reverse, it's somebody trying to release the ties of drugs, sex, money, alcohol. 6 of Pentacles, one way giving, one way taking. It was dropped there, in my opinion, by law enforcement. 9 of Swords, something that would keep someone up at night, something that they're so stressed out about, they're worried about it. We'll ask about that. And the Death card, an ending. What's the next one? The Knight of Swords in reverse, the killing. All right, what's underneath these male DNAs? The Wounded Warrior in reverse. So the guy that's taking a licking and he ain't taking it no more in reverse. Quitting, I've had enough. The Tower card, the situation, huge life-altering moment event. Everything falls down. The Lovers. 7 of Wands in reverse. Having your defenses down here. The chance of something to grow. Temperance, a mixture. Okay, in my opinion, one of these, in my opinion, this is what I would say. For DNA number 1, it's somebody that one of the blonde girls has hooked up with before. I think law enforcement knows who it is. And 3 or more people planned on it, because it wasn't always in there, outside looking in. What were the circumstances? I think both of these unknown male DNAs were planted there, hence the waiting for something. Then you get over here, this for the male DNA number 2. So I think male DNA number 1, they're going to say is sexual energy, or sexual fluids, right? Between one of the blondes and an unknown male. Or maybe they'll figure out, actually, they're going to find out who that male is. Okay? This DNA number 2, it's connected with this law enforcement stuff. They wanted to try, they're using it to release the ties from this crime. It was dropped there. Stressful situation, they had to drop it there. It was the only way to put an end to the situation, because with an unknown male DNA there, you could blame it on anyone, which makes you wonder about BK's DNA being there. Was that DNA number 3 originally unknown male DNA number 3 that they just fit it to someone? Okay, so what do these 2 unknown DNAs have to do? They've had enough. This Tower moment, a decision, or the Lovers. Seven of Wands. Okay, the reason I say I think it's sexual is because look at all these wands. Wands, wands, wands. Sexual. Then we get the Temperance, which is a mixing together of something. So I think at least one of this stuff has to do with, you know, maybe two or more sexual energies. But that's interesting because I think we're going to find out who at least one of those, they're going to say it's like sex DNA. Semen or something mixed with one of the girls, I think. The other one though looks like it was law enforcement. Okay, let's ask about them Cowboys. Who are those Cowboys that would look like they were undercover, but they showed up at the house in the cover of the night and they were hiding their faces, they wouldn't talk to journalists, law enforcement never came out and said who they were, and they left the house with bags of shit. But they never said what it was. We have no idea. So let's ask, who were those guys dressed like cowboys and what did they take from the house? Who were the guys dressed like cowboys and what did they take from the house? 5 cards each. Who were them guys dressed up like cowboys and what did they take from the house? Who were those guys? Temperance, patience. That's about timing, patience, a combination of things. Okay, who were they? 6 of Swords in reverse. So this is leaving a chaotic situation for a calmer one. They were walking into a chaotic situation. We know that. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Not work related. This is being there under a work. This is work. Doing something over and over again. They were doing, well, if it wasn't under work, they were doing something out of the ordinary of their job. 2 of Cups in reverse. This is 2 people coming together like twin flames or best friends, making a deal, making a pact, making an agreement. Like this, it's somebody went back on their agreement here. They did something out of the ordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen of Cups. It has to do with a female here. This is a very emotional female. She's loving. She's a worrier. She's also a lot of times looked at as a witness or a seer. Like she's got psychic abilities, a witness, a seer, that type of woman. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is cup of love, love and happiness. The cup runneth over with love. Hatred. This woman has hatred here. Who are these guys? Not they're under a work capacity. They're because this girl broke a promise here. She went against her word. Okay, let's keep going and ask about what did they find? Page of Swords is gathering information. Usually that's words though, but it could be internet stuff, you know, words and ideas on the internet. What did they take? 5 of Wands in reverse. This is chaos, fighting, conflict. Finding out what ended the chaos and conflict, or maybe it was cleaned up. The 10 of Swords, the death card, the betrayal, the deaths, 10 swords in the back, 10 being stabbed 10 different ways. The 7 of Swords in reverse. So they know. What did they take from the house? This is the friend that pretends like they're your friend, smiles into your face, stabs you in the back. They know. What did they take from the house? Proof. That Queen of Wands, Dylan card. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, underneath the deck. Releasing the ties from this devil energy. Releasing the ties that bind you to this evil act. The Magician, manifesting. They have all the tools at their disposal to manifest what they want to have happen. Here's the King of Cups in reverse with this Queen of Cups here on who these people were. I mean, okay, this doesn't have to be male energy. It doesn't have to be a male. It could be like a male with female energy. This is a male who's had too much. He could be mentally ill. He's got codependencies to alcohol, drugs, substances, stuff like that. He feels like all the time and effort he put into this shit ain't worth it, ain't paying off. He's thinking with his penis there, yeah. With the Lovers, the Tower moment. So yeah, I think it's sexual type stuff. It was manifested. Someone, whoever this guy, somebody could have even been framed. Somebody that one of the girls hooked up with before is going to be framed. They were in there under an abnormal capacity. Who was it? I'll go like this. We'll ask more. Okay. The guys that came in the house and covered their face. Why were they at that house? Or who were they? They were at that house. Okay, hold on. Just when I asked that, they were at that house to gather things for the girls. So they were there to put stuff there, all the stuff I just said. But I think that what they're gonna say is that they were there to pick up things for the victims. That's what they're gonna go with. But okay, what's this Two of Cups? What's this thing that they're doing that's out of the ordinary here? Ada, why is that showing up? Who are they? They've never done that before. That was their first time doing it. They had to do it. There was a straw that broke the camel's back. Who were those men? Those cowboy looking men. What capacity, who were they? Judgment, assessing, they were there to assess something. Who were those guys that showed up at the house at the middle of the night? Who were those guys? They were there because of what a girl, remember, a female lied to them, what a female said. They were there under the direction of a female. Why were they there? They're not telling us who they are. It's out of the ordinary for them to be there, though. What brought them there? Why were they there doing something out of the ordinary? What were they doing that was so out of the ordinary? What were those guys doing that was so out of the ordinary? The Emperor in reverse. Okay, what were those guys doing that was so out of the ordinary? The party's over. 3 of Cups, friendship card. 3's a crowd, party's over. I'm telling you, it's something with the girls. Okay, I'm going to hold these cards so they don't fall. What were those guys? Under what capacity were those guys at that house? The cowboy guys. What capacity are those cowboy guys at the house? Okay, we'll just take these ones that fell. To put something down, to lay something to rest. Something that was there for a long time inside that house. The Hermit in reverse. To take something that was in the house out of the house. 8 of Swords. It was something that was a mental imprisonment here. It was made somebody feel mentally bound, stuck, like can't move. A tie to something evil. Something bad. It reminded someone of a very bad thing. But something removed from the house, from childhood. Removed from the house, from childhood. Having to do with friendship here with 2 of Cups. This is soulmate situation, friendship, that bond. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This is like sexual, or it could just be rash stuff. High Priestess, the person that knows all the secrets but doesn't say a word about the thing that keeps them up at night. Secrets getting out. Hang on, I'll get to the bottom of this. What did those guys take from the house? Single woman that has it all, and the 8 of Swords. Once again, that mental imprisonment. A single woman. So one of the blondes, we know that. What did they take? Something that caused a whole lot of stress. We know that. It kept them in a mental imprisonment. Weapon here. Queen of Swords. That lie from that woman in reverse. A woman sent them there on a dummy mission, I think. Internet. They picked up something that had to do with the internet. That ring. There's a naked girl holding a world. What exactly did those guys have? What was in that bag? What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? What was in those bags that those guys were carrying out? One card. 5 of Cups, loss, sadness, grief, regret. Oh, that's the different deck. I don't even know when that came out. That's our victim card. Hang on. I'm asking one more time. What was in those big bags that those guys were carrying out? They carried out something that had to do with the internet, something that a girl lied to them about. They had to get it to cover it up. What was in those bags? Something from the house, duh. The Chariot in reverse. This is like, the Chariot is full steam ahead. It has to do with the car. This is about a car staying still, car troubles, stops, delays. 2 of Wands, the separation of two, plans going awry. Because that girl lied, they want to beat around the bush, but what exactly was in those bags? If it was nothing, say it's nothing. What were those guys carrying out in bags? Thanks. Page of Cups, okay. See that girl, it's from the, it's child, it's immature, it's crafts, like how she's painting. It could be like something one of the girls painted. I think that what they had in those bags were belongings from those girls' rooms. Like something, because it did cause emotional pain. From the house, it caused emotional pain, but they were there under false circumstances. Something about the internet. They were lied to twice, majorly. They were led astray. But what they brought out in the bags had to do with bringing out the victims' things, I think, to the family that caused a lot of mind fuck. It mind fucked them, and it brought them back to that evil place. But there was also something that they had to take there that bound them to this evil ring. Something, this is my internet card. Something from the internet. Okay, let's just ask one more question. Was any evidence, I'll use a whole new deck. Was any evidence missed? How long am I going for? Oh, okay, we got time. What evidence was missed? Please show us what evidence was missed at the house. What evidence, if anything, was missed? What'd they miss? Did they miss anything? Signs of a betrayal. I don't know if they're going to pick up on this 3-way betrayal, this heartbreak that we keep getting. Secrets. Yeah, the person that knows everything but won't speak. They're not talking about it. About this King of Cups, this guy that I think several people fell for. Mask off. Yes, there was cheating. So he got caught cheating. A man got caught cheating. This looks like Maddie. What comes after Maddie? Waiting for something. Plans in motion. Okay, yeah, it didn't pay off. This cheating with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The time and effort put into it didn't pay off at all. Queen of Wands in reverse. Dylan card, other woman card. So is Dylan the other woman? Secrets that she ain't talking. She knows secrets that she didn't want to tell. This King of Cups, full steam ahead, Chariot. What he got caught doing? King of Wands in reverse. Sex, energy in reverse. Pent up frustration. Under the Maddie card, she had to be strong. Because what was she waiting for? This is sad. She looked at it like friendship. Loyalty, man. Loyalty between whatever guy she was with. But she found out from spying. Word on the street. Gossip. Spying. That's crazy. Let's ask, who sent Queen from Xana's? Or no, let's ask this. Who, if anybody, besides law enforcement, who, if anybody, used the victim's phones? They don't want to tell me. Look, I know, but I'm not going to say. Okay, who, if anybody, used the victim's phones besides them that night and morning? Who besides the victims used their phones once, like after they got home, from the time they got home to the time their bodies were, or whatever, the next day. Who used their phones? Oh, there goes my dog. Sorry, guys. Who used the victims' phones? Sorry, someone's at the door selling something. Okay. Who used the victims' phones other than them, if anyone? Who used their phones that night? Well, we know someone used Xana's. Who used their phone that night? Anyone else? Were they on their phones that weren't them? Temperance in reverse and imbalance. Yes, there was other people using their phones. Page of Wands, it was an idea, the start of an idea. They didn't have long with their phones, but they did make something happen. Justice, they had to make it fair. They had to make it look right. They had to tie it up in a bow. They had to tie their story together because they were going to present it to the police here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a stroke of bad luck. So maybe the police know this. The work card. Something done over and over and over again. Oh my God. You know what I just thought of? Did Kaylee really call Jack? Called over and over and over again. What's the card after that? Judgment made without knowing the full story. Life or death type decision made. Okay, under this, someone else used their phones. Yeah, strength. Someone didn't have to overpower them. This Page of Wands, here's this King of Wands shows up as one of the guys that Adam called. That has to do with the killings. A guy that lost their temper. Somebody charismatic, athletic. People like them. He's respected amongst his peers. He used the phone. Justice on the outside getting in. Outside looking in. Making a comeback here. Trying to make things look right. That's what it is. Trying to make things look right. This stroke of bad luck. Turning backwards here. Because something big got dropped. Somebody dropped the ball. Doing something over and over again. Learning. This is the Apprentice card. Learning. Manifest. The Magician. Somebody who makes things happen with those calls. It made it happen. This Judgment call. Secrets. It confused things. This is the Confusion card. Lots of options. Wow. Other people did. I cannot wait to see what evidence comes out in this trial. You guys want to know about why did I asked about Xana's locks, right? Whatever. If I didn't, I'm going to ask, why did Xana want her locks fixed? And let's, this whole killer thing. But, okay. Or not killer, my bad, tunnel. I'm going to ask about the tunnels. Why Xana wanted her locks fixed, in case I didn't ask. 5 cards each. Is there any truth to this tunnel story and conspiracy? And why did Xana feel like she needed her locks fixed that weekend? Any truth to the tunnels? 5 cards each. And why did Xana feel like she needed her locks fixed that weekend? Okay. A slowdown here of communication, a delays, stops, halts, a slowdown of communication, of messaging. What did I ask first? Xana's lock and about the tunnels. Look at the first card that comes up. I thought you guys were full of shit. Fraternity card, family card, generations, some secrets, traditions, passed down from generation to generation. Wealth too. The party's over about the tunnels. So this is friendship, a party situation. 3 or more energies. Party's over, 3's a crowd with the tunnel. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is not learning your lesson. This is learning your lesson, finding out something new. Could be evidence. This is either dropped evidence or not learning your lesson about it. So see, it almost seems like okay, hold on. I'll wait. The Emperor. 5. Okay, burdens. Okay, this is my opinion. These tunnels, the Emperor is the head guy in charge. He calls the shots, he makes the rules, he's like the dad of everybody. These tunnels were causing the boss guy a whole lot of problems when these kids found out about the tunnels. They were partying in there, they were up to no good. Everybody was partying in there, sororities, fraternities. He put an end to it. So that's the tunnel. Xana's locks, this one big happy family, this slowing down of communication, remember? Halting delays of this one big happy family. Things weren't as good as they used to be. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, she didn't want to be looked at and she felt like she was being watched. She wanted to be able to keep secrets here. Confusion, have options. Things that she was getting into, she wanted some privacy. And releasing herself, she felt like she didn't like somebody in that house that she was living with. There was bad energy in that house that she wanted to be able to separate herself from. So that's the answer to that question. And the only other ones that I have written in here are the one that we always ask. Let's ask with the new deck. Well, I can't ask with the new deck. I'll ask with the old OG deck. Who are the killers? We ask this every time, but we get the same freaking cards. I'm hoping we'll get more information. Who killed Xana, Maddie, Ethan? Who physically hurt them the night of their deaths? Who physically hurt Xana, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee the night of their deaths? Who physically hurt them according to the house? Who physically hurt them? Tunnel in reverse, being killed, just major moment in your life that you can, friendship that ended, people that were once friends with them. That King of Wands, I told you he's the guy that Adam called, or maybe it's Adam. The Moon, secrets. This circle ending here. Something not being, he didn't like the way something ended, or it's this naked lady inside of a ring. Like, you use your imagination. Secrets. Who killed them? Someone on the outside that felt like they were on the outside, felt like they were at a loss, kind of. This group of friends that ended, it had to do with sex. I told you, cheating. This King of Wands laid the 4 souls being laid to rest. No rest for him that night. The Moon, secrets. The criminal, the person who pretends to be your friend but betrays you, stabs you in the back. That's the secret. He hasn't been caught yet. His mask isn't off. The real killers haven't been caught yet. These friends that seem like they're your friends. Yes, 5 of Swords in reverse. Like this is a conflict that past resentment, a conflict that just doesn't end. That never, yes, that's why the world comes out in reverse here. This is an ending, a completion. There is no completion. This issue keeps getting brought up and brought up and brought up, and the secret is it's about this Al Green card. Love, love, love. Could be birth, like you guys are asking. Let's ask this. Let me see. I'll use this deck. I don't really like it, but I think it's all I got here. Let's ask this. Who are the killers? Why the Tower when I ask who the killers are? Why are you showing me the Tower? First card that came out is the 3 of Cups in reverse again, because it was an ending of a friendship. 3 or more energies. The Tower moment was being left out of this group of friends. Being out of this group of friends. 2 of Wands in reverse, a separation here. Plans gone wrong. You planned on something happening with these friends and it didn't go through. Or 2 energies separating yourself from your energy. King of Wands, he looks like this, same guy. Watch the Demetrius reading if you haven't. Okay, we'll take these same cards. I'll put them everywhere in here. One there, one over here. Okay, let's ask about this ending of the friendship and the sex. Okay. You keep showing us this ending of friendships that are the killers. Who? Why are you showing us that? Who? We know what happened, but who? Two of Wands again, or 10 of Wands in reverse. The straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah, we know it's happened multiple times, but who? Sound like an owl. Who? 10 of Cups, someone that was supposed to be part of the family, lived there. We got that before in the house. And then these cards. The Moon in reverse. Secrets came out about an affair. We know that. Two of Pentacles again. Balancing two. The balancing of two energies. Entertaining two. One's got to be put down here. Now look, the Lovers. That's a big decision being made. Lovers. The Fool, starting off on your own, going off, starting a new path here. Separating yourself from the Lovers. I wonder if it's Kaylee. Like, did Kaylee and Jack? Okay, why is the King of Wands showing up over laying these people to rest? Why does this King of Wands show up over laying the people to rest? This card popped out, Page of Swords, gathering information. Because that information he learned. Two of Swords, he's at a crossroads. He learned something. He doesn't know the whole story, but he's got to make a decision. He feels forced to make a decision. What did he learn? Or we know, but what did he learn? The King of Wands. About the Lovers. See? And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Something that's held super tight. You want to hang on to that secret, but it got out about the Lovers. Okay. Who's this King of Wands? Give us some clues, please, of who this King of Wands is. Justice. Legal system. Looking for justice. Or there for justice. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, he doesn't like the fact that she's a single woman. I think I know who it is. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. One more clue. Who's this King of Wands? One of the killers. The World, that cycle. It's a completion. He had to end it. There's the other killer, the King of Pentacles. Business owner. He could be a business owner. He's about his money. He likes status. There he is with this dog. Patience, timing, balance. With Temperance. The coming together of two. Knight of Cups. Lover boy, Prince Charming. Ain't so charming. That's our King of Wands, in my opinion. Secrets about the... We already know. That's the one we got before. Were there any... With these friends card, were there any females that were involved in the killings? And if so, who? Were there any females involved in these killings? And if so, who? I'll take these because they went flying. Five of Pentacles, someone who was on the outside looking in, and the Hierophant in reverse. Corrupt morals, someone from the sorority. Please show us which, if any, females were responsible for the deaths of these victims. Which females, if any? Okay, got a whole bunch here. Ten of Wands, yeah, this chick couldn't take it anymore. The straw that broke the camel's back. Ugh, I can't take anymore. Six of Swords, wanting to leave, wanting to make a chaotic situation calmer. And then we'll take this pile. Oh, we already got, okay. This one, Ace of Wands, bright idea. She had a woman had a bright idea there. Could also be a phallic thing, sexual thing. Queen of Swords in reverse. We keep getting her. This liar. cold ice queen woman. She with the sword down. She's lying. Or she's cutting someone, right? Three of Pentacles, three or more working together. There's three or more girls, in my opinion. Page of Wands, they wanted to take them out. Let me know what you guys think. Oh my gosh.